What's up, all my losers, and welcome to an episode of Halloween Loser. That's right, this is where we go through old Halloween Havoc matches. As we know, it's gone through NWA, WCW, and NXT. Many great matches throughout the years, and we are going to go ahead and watch some of the best ones and just kind of react to them. Been a long time since I've seen a lot of them. Some of them I haven't seen, like today's match, where we're actually going to go through back to Halloween Havoc 89, first one with NWA, WCW kind of merging with Ric Flair and Sting versus Terry Funk, and the great Muta in a like doomsday cage match. It's wild and crazy, but it should be a lot of fun. So if you want to watch along, definitely, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to start at the best of WWE, season 1, episode 51, the best of Halloween Havoc. It's at minute 26:45. So you want to start there with me. I'm going to hit the space button in 1, 2, here we go. All right, so the match is starting. We get the great Muta coming out in his outfit. Now, Sting and Muta had some great matches. We actually saw them get back together in AEW, which was really cool, for Sting's retirement run. Got to go to Sting's final match at Revolution. It was awesome, so cool. But watching the great Muta come out, again, he's the world TV champ at this point. Coming out to some fanfare, we got him in a red costume, red hood, red mask, coming on out. For this, I'm more familiar with, like, obviously 96, 97, 98, 99 a little bit, Halloween Havoc, where they had that cool set with like the pumpkin and everything. This doesn't have it. 89, old school, nothing really there, just it's Halloween Havoc, it's happening close to Halloween. And here comes Terry Funk. Always known for his hardcore style and his crazy matches. And he looks good right there. I don't know if I've seen him not older. 89 was the year I was born, so I didn't really watch obviously much prior to that. I've seen some matches from VHSs that I rented from Blockbuster or whatever, but didn't really have the capability to kind of go back, so I always saw him like in the Attitude Era, when he looked a little rougher. So it's cool to see him like really in shape, cowboy gimmick, looking great coming to the ring. Like I said, they're facing Sting and Ric Flair. They're actually on a team. That's crazy. Biggest rivals right there, but they're on a team this time. And here comes Sting. Guitar music, Surfer Sting. Very exciting. You can't deny it, man. I love Crow Sting, but man, Surfer Sting was so much fun. What a wild, I guess, era of him, with the colorful face paint, the colorful tights. Just amazing. That flat top, actually kind of like a flat top with a mullet and rat tail going. Man, he looks young there, athletic. I mean, he was great as he was older. We saw him WrestleMania 31. He looked great. You had his match at Night of Champions, and then his AEW run. He looked great. Now, of course, he had some younger talent, Darby Allin, helping him out, but he still looked really great in the ring. Did a lot of stuff, but Sting in his prime, man. And this isn't even his prime. This is like the start of his prime. But just so amazing. And I mean, just great things to come with the Crow Sting from WCW facing the NWO. Then kind of going with the Red and Black Sting for NWO Wolfpack, and then he saw his TNA run where he became Joker Sting and Corporate Sting. Like, I mean, just really great. We have Ric Flair coming out to fanfare And I say fanfare because production levels weren't as good in '89. So, but they had some fireworks going off. Charlotte, North Carolina, love it. Woo! Coming out with Anderson. Is he going to throw in now? Each of their have a manager. Each team has a manager. So what it has to be in order for a team to win is for the other team to throw in their towel. So question is who's going to throw it in. I honestly don't know the outcome of this match, so I'm excited to see it. Like I said, stuff from the '80s I have some familiarity with, but not nearly as much as I would like. But we're seeing some classic '80s, late '80s, early '90s fun with Ric Flair, Sting, Terry Funk, and the Great Muta, and WCW doing those crazy type of cage matches. So it's wild. It's wild to it's wild to see the ideas they had. It's a shame some of them didn't come to like more prominence. I don't know about this one. We'll see. I saw kind of a little clip of it coming down. We'll see. Thunderdome cage. Ooh. No disqualifications, no time limit. Just continues until someone throws in a towel. Ole Anderson, not Arn Anderson. I don't know if I said Arn Anderson before. Alright, so there it is. We got all four men in the ring. Oh, Bruno Sammartino is the ref. That's right. Whew, wild. Wow. Bruno Sammartino, obviously a big WWE presence. See him in NWA, WCW. It's kind of weird, but hey, that's how it works. Lowering the cage right now. Bringing it down. Red and black face paint on the Great Muta. Almost looks like Sting's crow, like prior to being Sting's crow. It's pretty fun. I'm sure there's some connections between them. I'd have to look more into that connection between the two. Yeah, here comes the Thunderdome cage coming down. Kind of looks like the blue cage WWE used, like the styling, it's the bars and everything. I think actually WCW used it too. I remember Roddy Piper and Hulk Hogan, when Hulk Hogan first turned in WCW, they had a match in a like blue cage type thing. And so, yeah, the cage is coming down. Commentators are talking about how they're just... Oh, Great Muta's undefeated at this point. Wow. Doing thunder sound effects. Halloween loser. The Halloween Havoc rewatch thing. I don't know. Trying to promote it. Oh, fireworks coming off of it. And it looks like almost like a dumpster coming down with it. I don't know what that is. Like tubes. They're saying lightning's flashing in the arena. Of course it is. Wrestling. Like sticks and stuff all over it. And then there's like a kind of a top. Not quite Hell in a Cell-esque, but like a horizontal or diagonal top with a hole in it. So but going back to the matches that WCW had, I mean, they had like the what is their name? Doom. Kevin Sullivan was a big part of it. Now I can't think of the name of the group. Dungeon of Doom, I think. And so Terry Funk doing a split between the ropes and the cage. But like they had a match at Fall Brawl, I want to say. Oh, they lit some. Oh, they caught on fire. Oh my gosh. They're trying to get it out. The thing caught on fire, I guess, from the fireworks. Oh man. And commentators just have to go on. Oh, we talked about it being dangerous, you know. Hey, here it is. It's dangerous. Sorry. Um, yeah, World Championship Wrestling. So this is WCW at this point. I guess it's just kind of a combo. Oh, I guess on the fire he blew the green mist. Get the fire out. Great Muta did that. That's funny. Just sprays the fire out. Amazing. Um, but they had a cage match there. Fall Brawl is like at a low point for Hulk Hogan. Um, that he had with the Dungeon of Doom, and then oh, they're still doing tag. Like, it's not tornado tag; it's just a tag match. So there you go. There you go. Got Ric Flair. Match started. Ric Flair and Terry Funk in the ring. But I was talking about some of the cage matches, and then like in the 2000s, I know they had like that triple decker cage, and I can't remember what it's called. And yeah, it's a crazy idea, but it's kind of cool, you know. It was definitely interesting. So if it's done right, I could see it being done well. But yeah, Ric Flair, Terry Funk in the ring. Ric Flair giving his classic chops to Terry Funk, going after the Great Muta, taunting him, teasing him. Ric Flair's a world champion at this point. Great Muta grabbing the San Martina. Yeah, that's not right. Ric Flair in the North Carolina blue tights. Got chains on the cage. All right, they're locking up. Terry Funk and Ric Flair. Locking up. They're still locked up, and Terry Funk goes for a slam. Slams Ric Flair down to the ground. Man, oh, and a punch to the stomach, you know. Yeah, and Ric Flair with his classic chops again, and a body slam of his own to Terry Funk. And Terry Funk gets up, and Ric Flair goes for another slam and gets back up again, and a chop. There's a big chop, and then another slam, but outside the ring this time. Whew. Terry Funk, man, one of those hardcore legends, crazy. And he kind of hit the cage, yeah. Oh, looks like he's hurt already. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Ric Flair dragging him back in, elbowing his head. Oh, and then drops down and puts his throat against the ropes. Oh, tagging in Sting. Ooh, big chop from Ric Flair. Again, a kick from Sting. Man, young Sting is just amazing. Throws Terry Funk through the rings, goes out with him so fast. And he wasn't like an aerial dude. I mean, he had like some aerial stuff. Oh, put Terry Funk's head through the cage, scratch the back. That was always a move that I never understood, the scratching of the back. Throwing Terry Funk back in. Yeah, but that's like the worst move, you know. You scratch them down the back. It doesn't look like it hurts at all. I mean, I know scratching people hurts, but come on. Double team Ric Flair and Sting against Terry Funk at double elbows. Ric Flair's the legal man. Terry Funk's going from one corner to the other, and Ric Flair just flinging them into different corners. Chops again, chop. Whew, man, Ric Flair in his prime too, man. He was... I don't know if it's just because... Oh, leg drop, knee drop. Okay. And then slaps the Great Muta off the apron. Man, Ric Flair in his prime was just so good. And I have tendency to think about it as like WWE run, last WWE run. And he was still good, but... You know, he started just getting too old. Chop to Great Muta. Whew, man, that is a loud chop. Terry Funk again. Man. And, you know, you think of his, like, final match that he had with Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal and Andrade on his side. And it just looked rough, man. And unfortunately, I won't say it tarnished his legacy. I mean, other stuff tarnished his legacy. But, I mean, again... if you think about him in his prime, him in WCW, his matches with Sting, the stuff he did with the Four Horsemen, and with NWA, WCW, and I mean, even in the early 2000s with WWE, he was still great. It's just a little, a little tarnish there. Excuse me. Sting and the Great Muta in the ring, moving super fast, man. Oh, Sting is just holding the Great Muta and throws him into Terry Funk. Wow. And going after kicks, man. He does not waste any time. I love that. Suplex to the Great Muta, just kind of throws him in the suplex, like throws him back. Tagging in Ric Flair. Oh, and just stomp, stomp, stomp. Yeah, I always preferred Sting over Ric Flair. Maybe that's because Sting was younger, at the time. Well, I mean, he's still younger. I don't know what I'm saying at the time. Ric Flair going for, not a low blow, atomic drop. Man, big one. That was crazy. Great Muta on the corner, slap from Ric Flair, punch to the head. Flipped over in the middle of the ring. Ric Flair looks like he's going to go for another knee drop. Yep, there it is. But man, I always loved Sting more than I did Ric Flair. Just more athletic. I think more strength there. And even in his older years, I thought Sting did better. Kept himself in enough shape. Sting and Muta on the outside. Sting is pushing Muta through the cage. Just slamming his shoulders into the bars of the cage. Terry Funk's on top of the cage trying to stop it, but Ric Flair's grabbing Terry Funk. There's so much happening right now. Oh, okay, so NWO is ending, WCW is starting. Got it. Okay, that makes sense. Muta's punching Sting in the middle of the ring. Man, Muta's awesome. Chops. Terry Funk chopping him. And to the back, Sting's getting beaten down right now. It looks like Ric Flair's on the outside of the ring right now. And Muta, man, so quick. Crazy elbow drop there. Goes in the corner, goes for a leg drop, high leg drop. Man, jumped like above the ropes almost. It was crazy high. Like physics doesn't seem to match it. Throws Sting out of the ring and now is going after Ric Flair. Ric Flair's going after, choking him. Choking. Oh man. Scrape to the eyes. Got him with the eye poke. That's how you knew someone was a bad guy in the 80s. They did the eye poke. Eye rake. Sting's on the outside getting stepped on by Terry Funk on the neck. Man, Sting's makeup never stayed on, huh? I look at superstars and I think I've talked about this in past streams and stuff, but you look at Asuka, and her makeup stays pristine while she's in the ring. Man, Sting's never ever. I don't think there's been a match that I've seen where he's kept his makeup on. Even the Great Muta's is pretty good, but his is coming off, but I don't know. We'll see. But suplex from the Great Muta to Sting. And Terry Funk going for a knee to Sting. And an elbow from the Great Muta. And an elbow from Terry Funk. Elbow from Great Muta. Great elbow from Terry Funk. They're just going back and forth with elbows. And a chop from Ric Flair. And sends Muta over the ropes on the outside of the ring. Now it's Ric Flair and Terry Funk going at it, but I don't think they were tagged in, so I don't think they're legal men. Terry Funk's got some red on his finger. Is someone bleeding? Or is that paint? Oh, Great Muta's. Okay, so everyone's in the ring right now. They're just fighting at this point. And, high kick to the face to Sting, but he reverses it and goes and does just a splash, knocks him down to the mat. I don't know what that move's called, but face first into the mat and does it to Terry Funk. Man, Sting can jump so high too. Sting staying in the ring, going after the Great Muta. Sorry about that. I had to take a drink. We got tag back in of Ric Flair. Great Muta's in the ring with Ric Flair. Ric Flair going for what looks like a backdrop. Oh, nope, atomic drop, and then a 2-out clothesline by Sting. Wow. Great teamwork there. And Sting's just staying in. He tagged him, going for the sharpshooter. He's not the legal man, though. I guess they don't care. Oh, Terry Funk broke it up anyway. It didn't matter. And Terry Funk just pounding on Sting, punching him in the face. Head in the corner. Head in the corner. Head in the corner. Oh, Muta fell down. I don't know what happened there. Oh, but he got back up and kicked Sting. So I guess he's fine. And Terry Funk's going for stomps to Sting. And then Great Muta's going now. Ric Flair's coming in and taking out Terry Funk. And we got Sting and Terry Funk on the outside of the ring. Great Muta just stalking them. Ric Flair's in a corner, not doing anything. But Great Muta stomped on Sting and now is choking him with his leg, foot. Terry Funk goes after Ric Flair, who kicks Terry Funk and punches him on the aprons and a chop, classic Ric Flair chop. But Terry Funk's going on the cage. He's not dealing with that. Ric Flair's on the cage. Now they're both on the cage. Ric Flair's slamming Terry Funk's head into the cage. Whew, man, looks violent. Now Ric Flair's off the cage, suplex to the Great Muta from Sting. Terry Funk fell a little bit, and now he's down. Nope, Muta's climbing the cage. What's his plan? Oh, Sting's heading up that way after him. Oh, and kicks. What are they doing? Can't escape. It doesn't matter. So what's the plan? Oh, did he get shocked? Oh, I guess they have. Oh, Great Muta's head pounded into the cage. I guess they have electrical stuff on the top of the cage. Oh, Ric Flair elbowing Terry Funk to the head. Oh, man. Terry Funk sells like no one's business, man. That guy is crazy. Ooh, chop to Terry Funk. Terry Funk is going up, still going up. Are there weapons up there? Is that what it is? Oh, but Ric Flair's got his leg. He's pulling him down. And nope. Okay. Alright, Great Muta and Sting are back in the ring. I guess I don't have to keep saying the Great Muta, right? Like, I could say Muta and you know who it is, so whatever. Oh, Terry Funk and Ric Flair are up at the top. Oh, I guess it's not electrocuted. So Terry Funk is going up on the roof of it, I guess, if you could call it the roof. He's hanging from the top while Ric Flair's chopping him. Oh, I could almost had something in the way in the camera shot. Oh, man, Ric Flair's swinging around. What is Ric Flair doing? Amazing. Now punches to the stomach. Oh my gosh. Now we're back to Sting and Muta. Sting is holding Muta up for a long time, keeping him up. Oh, is he? What's he doing? What's he got? He's just posing for pictures at this point. Oh, and then drops him, and the camera shot missed it. We'll say the calls on edits aren't doing very well right now. I feel like they're missing great opportunity. Oh, snot in Terry Funk's nose. That's fun. It sucks. You're so badass throughout the match, and then they show snot coming out of your nose. Like, come on. And Terry Funk's hanging from the cage. And Sting's going after Terry Funk, it looks like, going to the top rope. But Great Muta climbed under the ring. All right. Sting's got the rope that's hanging from the cage. Terry Funk's still climbing, trying to get over the top. I don't know. Ric Flair's looking for the Muta, I think. Oh, Muta's behind him, though. Oh, Muta came out behind him, and camera switched before he could see what happened, so that's fun. Oh, I guess he's attacking Ric Flair. Okay. Yep, there we go. Got Muta and Flair trading chops back and forth. Sting is over top of the cage at this point, punching Terry Funk. Those chops are so loud. Wow. And Ric Flair's on the apron. Oh, Sting is swinging from the cage, just like Ric Flair did. Ric Flair wanted to do it first. He was like, I'm going to look cool before Sting does. That's what it was. And, oh, Sting looks like he's going to swing again to Terry Funk and kicks Terry Funk. Oh, yep, he did it. Is he going to do it again? Oh, figure four locked in on Great Muta. And Terry Funk and Sting are still on the cage. This shot's pretty good. They got Sting and Terry Funk with in the background while Ric Flair and Muta. Ric Flair gave up the submission. Why did he do that? Oh, man. Yep. And there goes Great Muta outside the ring. Oh, looks like Sting is... Oh, Great Muta's inside. Oh, kicked Ric Flair on the back of the neck. And he was on the turnbuckle. Yeah, that was a high kick. Wow. Yeah, and then Sting ran and, yep, straddling the cage right now. Oh, and Muta has a submission in. There it is. A reverse version of a spinning toe hold. So there you go. And Sting and Terry Funk are still on top of the cage. Looks like he's going for it again. Oh, with that arch. There you go. Oof, that is a crazy move. Crazy move, yep. There you go. Crazy submission move from the Great Muta right now. Kind of arching his backwards and has a leg lock and a face lock in at the same time. Yeah, Sting is tied to the cage. Terry Funk tied him to the cage, but Ollie is untying him. Yeah. Looks like he's up there untying him, trying to figure it out. Terry Funk and Muta are going after Ric Flair. And looks like he's going for a pile driver. God, I hate a pile driver. Oh, with Muta throwing his feet down. Holding his neck. Sting is frustrated. Can't get himself untied. So they're just picking apart Ric Flair at this point. Oh, kick to Ric Flair's head. Oh, but looks like Sting freed himself. The crowd's going crazy because Sting is out. Sting is climbing the cage further. They can't see him, even though they're looking pretty much right at him. Looks like he's got the rope ready to swing into the ring. No, just a dive into Terry Funk. Wow, what a great dive. Man. And his classic. And now going after Great Muta. Chops to the head. Chops to the head. Back of the neck. Great Muta's trying to escape, going climbing. And Sting's going after him. Terry Funk's in the middle of the ring. Oh, no, Sting is not going after him right now. He's just, well, maybe he is. Oh, Great Muta's on top of the cage, kind of. Trying to get on top of the cage. And Terry Funk and Ric Flair going in the middle in the ring. Chops from Ric Flair. And going after that leg, yep. Getting that figure 4 tied in. He's going for like a knee drop here. Dropping Terry Funk on his knee. Great Muta's in the corner of the cage at the top. Sting is up there with him. You know what I like about the 80s and early 90s film style, like for wrestling, is the lights. Man, the lights were wild. I mean, I'm not saying they're great or anything like that. Like, yeah, it's nice to have it clear, but it's still kind of cool to see the lights like kind of glaring, flaring in the camera lens and stuff like that. Ooh, man, great kick from the Great Muta. And still kicking. Lots of kicks from Muta to Sting. Really great. And, ooh, going for like a rib crusher there, like on the knee. Yep. Muta's saying it's done for Sting. He's going to the top rope. Terry Funk can't get any traction. Oh, I guess Sting got up and knocked Great Muta on the post. And here comes the figure 4 from Ric Flair to Terry Funk. And we'll see if they throw in the towel for that. Oh, Sting is going to the top rope while Terry Funk's in the figure 4. Looks like he might go for a splash. Elbow drop. Splash. There it is. Nice. Wow. And the crowd's loving it, man. They are going nuts. Oh, looks like he's going back up top. Going for another splash. Oof, man. That guy can jump, man. Sting is crazy good. Great Muta tried to go after Bruno Sammartino and got knocked out of the ring. Wow. Knocked out. But Terry Funk's got... Oh. And so they threw in the towel, but only because Ollie Anderson attacked their manager and he accidentally threw it in. So that counts as a win. Sting and Ric Flair. Amazing. What a crazy match. I don't know if I'd like that cage in WWE, but it was interesting. Swinging around there. That was funny. But Sting and Ric Flair have won. Not a great match, but it was fun. It was entertaining, man. I love seeing Sting and Ric Flair, and it's cool seeing Great Muta, and Terry Funk in his prime. Like, yeah, it was a lot of fun moments in that. Again, not great. Definitely better than because I watched earlier the Lex Luger and Flying Brian Pillman match, and that was good, but this one was definitely better and a lot more action, a lot more athleticism, which was cool. And like I said, seeing Sting at the start of his prime, Great Muta looking like he's in his prime, Terry Funk in his prime, and Ric Flair in his prime, really, really cool. And definitely a creative idea, creative finish, and a lot of fun. Greater Sammartino with that punch, man. That was great. Yeah, really, really great. So I want to thank you for sticking around for the 34 minutes, however long this is. Appreciate your time. Hope you enjoyed this. Definitely click that like, subscribe. I know that's painful to hear, but hey, I want the views and I want subscriptions, and I would like you to take this journey with me. We'll go over some wrestling, and stay tuned for some more Halloween Loser, where we go over the different Halloween Havoc matches, some of the best matches that have happened. And we will also be doing the Loser Series, Survivor Series, rewatching some of those matches as well. So we'll have a lot of good things coming up here on YouTube. Definitely want to check out TikTok, Instagram. I'm not twitching as much, but you can check that out too. And then on Facebook and all that, the K-Bro, with that 0 instead of the O at the end, all one word, the K-Bro. please subscribe and join me for the next Halloween Loser.